Mr. Speaker, I'm quite saddened by the position taken by the Council of Governors. A unity that will not be able to save any individual governor from accountability. Mr. Speaker, regardless of the allegation, oversight is a must. And these governors know very well that the Senate has been established by statute, by the Constitution, to be able to defend the interests of the counties and their government. Why is it that it's okay, and we are the darlings of governors, when we are fighting for them to get more monies? Why is it that it's okay for us to be able to fight among ourselves when we want more monies to go to our counties, but it is not okay for county governors to be able to come and to be held accountable? Mr. Speaker, the Senate does not audit county governors. The audit is carried out by the Auditor General. And today, Kenyans will be shocked when they hear facts. And I'll take a minute or two, Mr. Speaker, to be able to highlight certain facts which have been laid by the Auditor General on specific counties that today I've taken it upon myself to call upon the EACC and the DPP to proceed further and investigate. Number one, Mr. Speaker, if you look at the issue of Kisii County, and I'll be very candid on this, there is the issue of ongoing unsupported work expenditures and post-audit adjustments masking potential fraud. Those are not the words of my colleagues in the Park Committee. They are not the words of this Senate. That is the finding of the Auditor General. Wajir County, Mr. Speaker, there are large unsupported payments with inadequate documentation risking ghost northern projects. Those are not my words. Those are the Auditor General. Nyeri County, Mr. Speaker, there are delayed reconstructed accounts and year-end expenditures, surge suggesting concealment. Those are not my words. Those are the Auditor General. Mandera County, there is a chronological impossible payment, predated invoice, and bulk voucher without verifiables. Let's move to Busia County, Mr. Speaker. Irregular pre-audit approvals and phantom supplies disbursements. Bungoma County, and I'm particularly perturbed with Bungoma County because the current governor sitting there was sitting in the chair, Mr. Speaker. The auditor has cited serious issues, including split transactions to evade threshold and repeated vendor overpayment. Mr. Speaker, if you go to Embu County, which my colleagues have already alluded to, there are specific issues to do with cash control lapses and unverified advances in service delivery. Let's move to Homa Bay County. Let us all be candid today. There is disputed bursaries, health allocation denied by the end beneficiaries, Mr. Speaker. If you go to schools, the teachers will say, we did not receive those bursaries. You go to health facilities, they'll say, we did not receive that money. Let's go to Vihiga County, Mr. Speaker. There is missing project files and adjustments, heavy bursaries and work programs. And now, icing on the cake, Tharaka Nithi. There is sequential voucher alteration, post-submissions to cover malfeasance or wrongdoings, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, if the county governors who are tasked with the fiduciary responsibility are not willing to be able to be accountable, what exactly are we talking about here? Why should we even be standing here and fighting for 495 billion shillings to go to counties? Most of those governors, I dare say, were hustlers. They lived in apartments in Nairobi, but today they live in manicured mansions, travel in helicopters, fleet of vehicles. And they dare point a finger at this house which is supposed to be oversighting them. Shame on them, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, accountability or being called to account for what has been sent to you is not harassment. And today I want to tell these governors, you are bringing this to yourself. You traversed your counties and asked for the citizens to vote for you. Do you think that the privileges that we have now, a poor person there, earlier on, Mr. Speaker, we are talking about gangs that are coming up. They are coming up because you cannot sit down there and look at your CIDP and say, I have a problem here. The only thing you can say is that, I don't want to be harassed. Harass my foot, Mr. Speaker. You need to grow some thick skin to know that those who are given so much, a lot is required from them. Mr. Speaker, under Article 125, and I'm glad that you've pointed it out in your communication, it is not please, it is a must. And I want to invite the governors to take the Constitution and reread Article 125 of the Constitution, to take the statute, the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act, and read Section 19 of the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act. Mr. Speaker, I know earlier on we were talking about, maybe adjusting the figures. And I heard my colleague talking about saying, I'd rather not show up and pay the 500,000 shillings, which I'll be penalized. Mr. Speaker, I think it's about time that we do not treat any statute as being static. It is about time that we look at the consequences, intended and unintended, in terms of our legislation, to guarantee accountability. It is wrong, Mr. Speaker, that because the fine is 500,000 and that money is not your own hard-earned money, it is money that you'll get from the public offer that you're willing to be able to pay as a fine. Mr. Speaker, I want to conclude by saying this. Every governor out there must uphold the fiduciary responsibility. And remember that today you are there, tomorrow most of them will be crying to come to the Senate. I want to tell you that Council of Governors will not defend you when you go to court. In fact, the courts have already upheld the position of the Senate. And they have already made a determination that the Council of Governors cannot defend you on issues of fiduciary responsibility. The Council of Governors can talk about devolution. They can come together and say, let's lobby the executive, let's lobby Parliament together for more money to go to our counties. But I want to remind them that the Council of Governors will not be there when you are being prosecuted, when you are being asked to account for the money that you've been entrusted, a fiduciary responsibility. In fact, most of them will be saying, hey, even me, they're coming after me. So ESCC, ODPP, it is upon you. Let us not, for the sake of future generation, let us not turn those audit reports as just documents that the Auditor General has spent so much money and manpower to be able to unearth the rot, the malpractices that is happening in the counties, and just keep them to collect dust. Let us now take it upon ourselves to make sure that we call these governors to account. And Mr. Speaker, as I sit down, I want to thank you for reiterating it. And I want to spell it out, that the only time that we will be willing to sit down and discuss issues to do with accountability, issues to do with treatment,